was gonna say, yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think so. What's going on, everybody? My name's Logan.
And I'm Jen.
And this is Surprised by Marriage. So this week what we want to talk about is something that I guess we kind of thought about talking about in a while. Didn't know how to go about it. But we want to preface this video by saying Jen and I always talk about like the importance of having other married couples in our lives and just sharing in that vocation together.
Creating a village.
Learning off of it. That's why we do these videos, so that other married couples watching it can understand, hey, you're not alone in this topic, you're not alone in that topic. But what we want to focus on this week is embracing the singles in your life. Right, because we have a lot of single friends and we always have them over at our house, but like we want to just understand the importance of having them in conjunction with a marriage.
Yeah, and why it's a beautiful thing to, like not only for us to witness their vocation, but for them to witness ours, and how it's beautiful to share that with other people. When I was single, I mean, technically we were dating, but before we were married, I moved in with my brother and his new wife. They had been married almost a year when I moved in with them, and they were expecting their first little baby. And he's my nephew and godson, and so I got to live with him for the entire first year of his life until we got married, because he proposed like a month or two after I moved in with him. And so leading up to our marriage, it was such a gift to be able to live with my brother, his wife, and their little baby, and to be able to witness the sacrament of marriage, like up close and personal, and to see their family life and all of the things. It was just a gift. And it made such an impact on me that I feel very strongly to be able to, not that we have the perfect marriage or anything, but hopefully, we can be a gift to other people. And that's why we've really tried to open up our home to singles in our life.
Right, and we open up our homes by always having movie nights or board game nights. It's just, incorporating them in our lives so that when they are at our house, they don't feel like a third wheel. They just feel like they're part of a good friendship, and they understand hey, this is a married couple that has welcomed me in as part of their family, and it's something that they can desire and see how God loves them. Right?
Yeah, they invite themselves over all the time, and we love that because, we do see them as part of our family in a way, and so we just wanted to share a little bit about that. So going back to what Logan said about, singles looking at us to see how God loves them, it goes back to this marriage retreat that we were recently at.
We hosted.
Yes. And so the priest that spoke to all of the married couples at the end of the retreat, he said he looks at a husband and a wife to see how God loves him. So I've been thinking about this, still kind of processing it really, to know that someone can look at us and see how Logan loves me and how I love him, and say, wow, the way that they love each other is the way that God loves me, and to see that as a beautiful thing. And so that's it's high standards to get to, but really that is what our sacrament is. Sacrament of marriage, all sacraments, is a sign of God's presence, and so our relationship should show other people how God loves them.
And it's interesting because before anyone starts dating, you can look at the ultimate marriage, and that is of Mary and Joseph, and the Holy Family. They were a great example. And we are in their lives by, through prayer, because it's many years later from when they were here. But I just thought of that, Mary and Joseph were a good example.
Yeah, they definitely loved each other. Well, but what I thought you were going to say, the ultimate marriage is Jesus is married to the church.
Yes, that's what I was going
to
say.
And he gave up his life for the church.
I guess I was thinking more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
More relatable, right?
Yeah.
So having singles witness our marriage up close and personal, behind the scenes. Obviously, anyone watching this video is witnessing our marriage in a way, but to come to our house and to hang out and see, the things that we don't put on the internet for everyone to see, hopefully is a beautiful gift for those people. And it's also a reminder for us of, the responsibility, in a sense, that we have to, be a witness of God's love to singles. We tend to take it for granted that we get to come home to each other.
Or go to sleep at night with each
Yes,
other.
next to each other.
Wake up next to each other.
Experience life with a loving spouse and children and all the things. And there are a lot of people don't have that. And of course, priesthood and religious life is a beautiful thing in itself. Pros and cons. I recently said that to a priest friend, like when we were talking about celibacy. Pros and cons for sure. But yeah, we take it for granted, and there are a lot of single people who are lonely, and so that's why which is one of many reasons why we feel so passionate about making them feel welcome in our house. And so, did we mention how we just they invite
themselves over.
Yes, and we
and
love
it's okay
that.
because that's what we want.
And we love that.
Right.
And there's times that we say no. Obviously, I actually recently told a priest, I'm like, you are welcome anytime, just not on date night.
Oh yeah, not on our alone time.
Just not on date night. And I was joking. I was serious, but I was also kind of saying it in a joking way because it's true. We do want people to feel like they can come over whenever, because it is a gift for us and for them in a way. So don't be scared to put yourselves out there and let your marriage be a witness to the singles in your life, because it will be a gift. It has been a gift for us to just have singles part of our life and part of our family and everything. And just a special mention, there are a lot of singles who are still figuring out their vocation, and in that discernment period, we've gotten to know seminarians and singles who are still in that discernment period, and it is a gift for them to be able to witness a marriage.
Right, and it's important from their discernment to see what a healthy marriage can look like, and so make that as an important deciding factor on what they do with their lives.
Right. And it's important for seminarians and priests also to see marriages up close and personal, so they can then minister to other couples.
Right. So we like our married couples. We like our single friends just as much.
Yeah.
And so with that, we just want to share on our hearts. And as always, please be sure to follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, and
do all the things.
Look
at the links below.
Yeah, look at all the things. Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.